Oh my goodness.
Well, here we are.
Cohasset.
Cohasset, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and listen,
Third of three.
these are going to be disjointed. These
Disjointed.
episodes, all right. We're going to do segments. We're going to go in. We're not professionals, okay? So we're going
know
to
that by now.
come together, and this is the start of our second podcast on the tour.
Yep.
That we're going to bring you in on.
Yep.
And what we're doing tonight, we're going to be in the round, okay?
Yeah.
And these are special places. We did Hyannis yesterday. We did Westbury the day before that, and now
Correct.
we're on the last of the tents.
They're
in the round, so we did them as kids, and we really thought how much fun to be on a stage that was moving.
Proved to be still as equally fun today.
Oh, Paul said stage is moving. Some of you probably, well, what did you talk about? Stage is moving. You're in the round, so the stage is down at the center at the bottom of the cone, okay, and the audience is all around the cone around the stage. Okay, so you can't move the audience, so they take the stage and at about a clock pace, okay, about as fast as a clock, turn that stage during our performance, so that we go around the audience and we see people in different sections. Otherwise, they would only see our backs if you never move the stage.
So this is one of those times where the back of your hair is important.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, because the band is in back of us, it's really hard to see us from the rear.
Yeah. Although I have had the thought occasionally during a song.
Yeah.
Like if you do the little thoughts above my head while I'm singing, I saw her sitting, gosh, here they can see my bald spot, and stuff like that. No, most of the audience can see my bald spot.
Like the back of my head.
And then they bring me around to him, they probably go, hey, he looks okay.
That's just one moment.
On the front.
It's like the stage in Tomorrowland. If you recall, when we went into the world of progress, the audience moved.
That's right.
And I love that. That's where we would think of great.
We have the audience.
This is the third
at Disneyland.
This is our third in the round show in a row. And I'm getting dizzy.
And circus.
They don't just send you one way. They send you one way half somewhere around Indian Lake or Love American Style. I find myself going the other way. Okay. And I'm going, what the hell happened? It's like, why can't they just do one circle around? They got to go to the right.
But it's super.
They got to go to the left.
You can't go all the way around because then that's going to make all the cables and everything.
It's just
they go one way, then they come back the other way.
But here's the thing: we feel that these theaters were primarily made for like plays, musicals, right? Didn't we feel like that?
They have had many plays here. Back in the day, it was summer stock installed, and young students would come here and they would intern for free and do all the different departments of running a show. And
guys, in the late 60s, when we were famous, especially right out of high school, 67, 68, we played these in the rounds. But back then, they were there and here. If you come to them, they're historic. Go look.
They are.
Go look for the wall performers.
When John and I were little, these were our absolute favorite stages because it was like being on a ride while working.
Yeah, I remember when Barry was doing it, Mick Jagger. We were doing Mick Jagger, and he actually came down. He'd then come down in the jumping jack Flash outfit, and hopefully he was finding the ramp up onto the stage because he had to get going.
You got to be careful on this. The older we get, the more it's like in the round again.
Oh, I love it.
In the round again.
I dig it.
I get motion sickness, even though not in the show. I don't get it in the show, but I'm aware of this movement, especially when I see someone and they're gone.
Well, it's funny.
And then I see someone else and they're gone. And then I come back and like, hey, I saw you before. This is too much to think before
the end.
I don't recognize any of the people, except what I do recognize is Dorian. All of a sudden, she's in front of me.
Yeah, that's our monitor chick.
And I'm going, okay, so we've moved.
Yeah, we've moved.
Dorian. It is a funny perspective because Dorian always is across the stage to the left of us.
On stage
always.
Never in front of
But now we're past her and we're looking right at her.
It turns out the kid knows the words to the songs.
In our middle performance in Hyannis, they had a meltdown on the sound system.
Oh my God, you guys. It was
Dorian kudos, the most kudos for doing the most to get the show back on.
She did. She even got a lobster.
Before the Northeastern audience was going to lose their patience because they already started that clap.
There were a couple of people.
Our set went off smooth as frosting.
It did.
And then the rest of the guys, it seemed to happen at their last song during the bows.
Yeah, during the bows.
Yeah.
So
portion of our podcast right now. We have to go to work.
It's also
I'm
7:30.
actually
Okay,
dressed and ready to go.
around 6 o'clock,
Wrinkling
the
now.
the juices start going about. You got to show. That's
You
actually
gotta show,
starts
you
with
gotta
the
show.
sound check. Actually, it's when
Yeah.
you really start getting in.
It's 6:15 our time, so it's time to go and get dressed, and we'll see you.
Yeah.
What time?
You have to.
Yeah, next week we'll take you to a sound check, but
Okay.
not this week. We
Right,
already
right,
had it. But we'll see you after, and we'll check in with you again throughout the night.
All
And
night.
goodbye for now.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
goodbye for now. Goodbye to you.
Goodbye to you.
So we are about 40 minutes away from the show. I thought we'd show you the theater in the round we're talking about. See how the seats go all the way. And way down there in the center of the whole thing is the stage. And so that stage is the one that turns like a clock so that it sees all of us. So we're getting ready to get on. We're going to get backstage, get ready for this show. This place is going to be packed. So we'll take you on in. Stay with us. Over and out for now. So we are backstage. That's Darren. Here come the boys reporting for work. That's Sean. There's Manny. Everyone's starting to show up. We got the pre-show excitement going. That's the pre-show excitement. Let's take it down to the. Here we are. We're going down to where the catering is. That's Susan Cowsills. Look who we're running into. Hi, Susan.
It's our podcast.
There she goes.
Our backstage.
She's guesting on her own show. Look at her go. Look at her go. Here's Dale. This is Dale. Dale's a very busy guy. Dale's very busy during the show. Well, during Anthony's set, he is. That's for sure. He's the leader extraordinaire of what's going on up there. But you don't know it because he's not front and center, and that's okay.
That's okay, because the grocery store doesn't care where I stand on that stage.
Okay, there he is. That's how he rationalizes it. Okay, Dale, thanks. All right, I'm going to spin. I'm trying not to spin too much. Yes, I've got it. I'm right on two of them.
Joan Rivers.
Look at that.
Raquel Welch, Peter Nero.
They acted here. They used to have plays here, you guys. It's like live performances.
This.
These are historic theaters we're in.
No, Nanette.
Look at that. Remember Don Amici?
Basie.
What a show that had to be. Oh my God.
Lou Rawls.
Lungs are hurting. There you go. That's who comes here.
Mac
Davis.
It's
This
crazy.
place was great. That's right here. We got, then here's how they do put the names of the people in the dressing room here. So that's Jay. Hi, Jay. And that's Shoni. So that's Lenny. Lenny's been on hiatus. He went on the injured reserve for about 4 days. I don't know. But we got him back. He's off the bench. Yeah, he's off the bench and he's back in action, man. We're glad about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go see Troy. Yeah, we're gonna go see Troy. I gotta see Troy. Troy, we gotta touch base with you. This is Troy backstage. I know he doesn't look it right now, but this guy's front and center, the funniest guy, the best host of a set, the best interactor with an audience, because he's the one that starts opening them up. We don't ignore them, but we rush by them very quickly.
They always press.
Yeah.
They treat us like dogs.
He's a world famous,
Very famous.
yeah, WFT, world famous Troy.
Famous Troy. I like that.
That sounded kind of funny at first.
WTF.
Lily and Karen, right? Kathy. All right, that's close. That's the staff. These girls work so hard to feed these people, and they'll pour your coffee. I mean, really, Lily did that. And they'll do everything for you, and they cook and they make it taste so good. So they're the unsung heroes of a night like tonight. All right, that's good. We could include that. That was great. Okay. And I guess that's it. So we'll see you guys on stage once we're waiting to go on, right? So that's what we're gonna do. For now, over and out. Little Anthony.
just told me something backstage.
What did I tell you?
Man, you told me that you didn't like this next song. I couldn't believe you told me that, because all these people came here to hear this next song, and you just told me a few minutes ago that you didn't.
Why you want to put my business on the street? No, Johnny's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be very honest with you. This is not one of my favorite songs. Even though it sold over 1 million records in 1960. But I'm being honest with y'all. I think the song is stupid. Well, wait a minute. Did we get paid yet?
We did not get paid.
Guess I'll be doing this song. I'm gonna sit in this chair for a minute. Okay, do something, man. Come on.
No, it's totally not it. So I think he's gonna use his knife.
Mr. Johnny, was 12 years old. And I lived in a little country village south of here. You might have seen it on your travels, but down in the 90, 95, or one of the 90s corridors. Going down south, you might have seen it. Beautiful place to be raised. Weeping willow trees, running brooks, little cottages along the seashore. Brooklyn. Like any inner city kid, I love to play basketball. I love that. Basketball, school, and basketball was my whole life, my whole world. And I was happy. I was happy until she came into my life. Broke my little heart. I hope this song doesn't bring me in pleasant memories like the few folks. I just hope you enjoy it. I know you know going
Is it all right if I tell the folks about my brand new album? Thanks. Hey everybody, my name is Johnny Britt, B-R-I-T-T, and I have a brand new album out. It is called Midnight in Paris by me, Johnny Britt, B-R-I-T-T. Merci beaucoup.
movie. How much am I paying you? Why, thought I'd mention that. You know, a song like this does not come along but every 20 or 30 years. They call it a standard simply because a lot of people will be singing this song long after I'm gone off this earth. The one thing that makes me feel good, that especially for the Imperial and myself, in 1965, the late tenor and novel Bobby Rich and produced by the late great Don Costa. Now I'm told by the recording experts, the Imperials are now the only recording artists that ever sold over 4 million records of this. Hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Well, I think I'm going out of my way. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Oh,
you doing? Start the whole show all over again.
The microphone didn't work. We couldn't take the show in the computer, but we did find out.
Bob worked really hard.
Yep, that the phone of all places, the phone's going to be able to record the show. So next episode, we're going to record the whole.
Yes.
Yeah. But we just got done. Just did our set.
Just come off stage.
we're here.
See, I'm still in the outfit.
I'm still sweating. See, you can see I'm sweaty. That's how you know. And we're planning around like you already knew from the first segment. And so
Finale on box.
We're gonna take the finale tonight for you. Next week, we'll give you the whole show.
yeah,
Okay?
Okay.
It'll be great.
Top, bottom,
It's
middle.
great.
Yeah.
So we gotta take care of some business, so we want everyone to know, because we always forget to publicize a lot of things. We have a podcast, okay? If you're hearing this you're watching it right now, and you're listening to it,
Last.
right?
they are.
So we have that. We got Council Chronicles, which is our radio show. Once we do 97.9 every Sunday, at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
We have gigs coming. Okay.
Gigs.
Now we're here all summer. We have a private gig in July. We don't have to worry about that, but you got to show up on the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
Yes, that'd be nice.
September 3rd,
It'd be nice.
end of summer.
Little flame.
You got to tell you,
What?
they're calling it a Mardi Gras celebration. Yes, they are, Susan.
What?
It's been a little bit of a theme I personally have noticed about menus, the little things we bump into as we travel through our projects. There's a lot of Mardi Gras themes.
Well, hold it. So what does Mardi Gras mean? Stands for French for?
Marty,
Right.
I'm sorry, Marty is Tuesday and Gras is Saturday.
Sure. Okay. Bummer.
Okay.
So
With June.
Was thinking if it was fantastic month, then we could do it any month.
September 3rd, Mardi Gras on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Be there or be somewhere. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. We love that show. We've done it.
It's a running Mardi Gras.
The funny hour. For us, it's what last year in Harvard Cross. It's called the medium.
But Carmine is Atlantic City,
Italian is the day.
but he named it.
I certainly, none of us know Mardi Gras, Mom, but not in my tribe here.
I don't know if
But you know, Terrence Simeon will be there. He heard that it was Mardi Gras and he doesn't care where it is.
It's
Not like her.
we heard about that theme. So our set also will focus on Zydeco music, and you know this. Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna be thematic. All right, September 10th. We're at the Arlington Theater with the Trio Show in Arlington, Texas.
Yes,
Okay,
fun trio show.
if you haven't been to the Trio Show, a lot different. than
They
the
are.
Trio Show.
They are.
A lot more intimate.
And we have a meet and greet and we stay till the bitter end. And who's ever in that line,
Yeah,
we're going to be getting.
And even in the show, we're chatting it up.
chat
Because
is
Ron's not around to say zip it, and we have things to share. We even do a Q&A. We even do a Q&A on some of the with the audience. See, Ron, who will not be. Oh, we didn't have Norm.
North.
Okay,
Norm. Nor will have more questions than anybody in human in.
So September 10th. Then what? I guess our 4-day swing. We'll talk about that later, but we have the trios, 4-day swing trio shows.
Yeah, it's the-
Period 31st, November 1st and 2nd in Port Washington, Long Island, Suffolk, Long Island,
Home and Nancy Farns.
Avenel, New Jersey, and
When is that?
the Iridium in New York at Times Square on November,
What are those 3 dates that you?
October 30th,
First,
3rd, and 2nd.
okay.
We're at the Iridium. We're on Times Square for Halloween.
Yes.
They wanted us there. So they requested that date, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. These are not big places,
No.
people. So get a ticket, will you?
Get one.
And come down and see us for
Yeah.
sure. And then after that, what do we have? Oh, well, we got the Flower Park cruise. We have
Costumes?
Abbey Road on the river
That would be
on
totally
Halloween.
okay.
Well, we could come as well. We could dress as our favorite Beatles, our favorite Fleetwood Mac, our favorite partridge.
Are we trio? The secret Paul and Mary.
Oh,
Are we scared? Wait,
Trio.
Trio, hold on. We might come dressed.
Larry Moe and Curly. What are all the famous trios? Marco Brownstone and Zip. Shem.
Shem.
Yeah.
and then
And
Curly.
Joe.
Curly Joe was remember going to the drive-in and seeing Curly Joe in that space Three Stooges movie. I'm so disappointed when I got there. It was Curly Joe. I'm going, oh,
Wasn't even the
I
third.
was gonna mention the first time they replaced Curly, how disappointed you are.
They were trying to bamboozle us and make us
Well, we
believe.
were real young though. We're saying, what's going on?
Halloween, that show's gonna be, I think, in costume.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
B-52.
Okay.
So that doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. Bob.
But Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Would have to be the
We
B-63.
can do the Mod Squad.
Oh, we can do Bond in Market.
Peggy and
Maybe not though.
Pete. I don't know. It's Pete.
I don't know.
All right, listen, we're gonna just continue through the night.
Yeah.
We'll give you a post-game analysis later
Yeah.
tonight after the show. We'll give you a finale. We're
Finale.
trying our best out here. You know, these are disjointed. Just bear with us. We just clip them together.
It's fun, man. We do not have Carol Burnett to replace our series. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. You gotta take it out with us.
Yeah.
So see you again. Don't go away.
We're really busy out here. I'll let 'em know
All
how
right, go ahead.
busy we are. We wake up and we hope that lunch is on. And
Yep.
then
And we hope for a bathroom.
and we hope really for a bathroom. And then we and this is very busy stuff. We and
Sign
then
stuff.
we sign stuff.
Might have to sign a little stuff. Yeah.
And then we go do a mini sound check.
Very
Um,
good.
but,
One
you know,
verse.
because of it, we can't go to the movies. We
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
do any fun things. And so
So you can
Yeah.
tell from all Paul
lots of work.
is describing, this scene screams overwork. It screams overwork. We're overworked.
I think everybody knows that.
Yes.
Well, the waiting part is part.
Waiting is the hardest part. Well, I think I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna use that line in it.
Finale.
Yeah, I got the finale. Finale. All right.